when you have a company, obviously you're gonna have to have employees, and sometimes, actually now it seems like all the time, you can't find good help. People don't want to work. They do not want to do manual labor. So let's talk about that. Hello and welcome to the North Country Outdoor Channel. I hope everybody is great. I hope you're grinding. I hope you're hustling. I hope you're a savage. If you are new here, I am Eric. This is the North Country Outdoor Channel. We talk about small business. We talk about everything. We just have fun. Most of the time I'm in my truck. Over the summer though, we will get out of the truck. But for now, I'm in the truck. I made my last video about running into a customer's vehicle, like smashing it, okay? I was really upset. That was a rant video. I'm calmed down now. Woosah, rub the ears. Woosah, calm down. So, yeah. So yeah, if you're new here, you guys make up the North Country Nation when you hit the subscribe button, so go ahead and do that for me. I would appreciate it. So yeah, let's talk about hiring employees. I did a video about this, I don't know, I think over last summer, but I'll just be straight with you guys. I feel like last summer I wasn't that great at presenting the material. I feel like I've gotten a lot better in the last like 2 months. Probably my last 10-15 videos, I really feel like I'm in the zone. I feel like people are connecting. I feel inspired. I freaking love you guys. So I'm just gonna roll with how I feel right now in the moment. So employees, yeah, I don't know why people don't want to work. I think honestly it's probably technology. You know, you see people at work and they just can't get away from their phones. And I'm guilty of it too. I'm guilty of it at dinner. I'm guilty of it when we're just sitting watching TV. I'm guilty of it all the time. We're all guilty of it. So what do? I mean, that transfers over. I mean, my daughter, love her to death, but she spends a lot of time on her iPad because it's the easiest thing to do. You know, like once she gets her chores done, she's an only child. She doesn't, it's a school night and her homework's done, everything's done, and there's, hour and a half before bedtime. Mama's at work. What do we do? I mean, I need to play games with her more. Actually, we're making a Valentine's Day box, a card box out of wood, and they're giving a prize for it, and we're pretty sure we're gonna win. Why? Because we're f***ing savages and we are awesome. Team Lexus and Daddy, pound it. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. So what do? It's the easiest thing to do is just say, hey, sweetie, just grab your iPad. I'll grab my, my computer. I'll do some editing, and at that point, you are completely disengaged. There's no feelings going on between you. And in this instance, I'm talking about my daughter, yes, but it could be your wife, it could be your husband. I mean, if you are, what the hell? There's just a random brick in the middle of the parking lot. That is weird. Anyways, if you are engaged in your phone, and just try this once, try to talk to somebody while they're on their phone. They're not listening. I'm telling you that right now. It's, the answers are always, yup, no. I mean, they don't really process it all because, they're too engaged in their phone. So, what I'm getting at here is at a young age, my daughter is, I'm not even in four-wheel drive. See, today is, get with it, Eric. It poisons them from a young age. It poisons their mind. It's the worst possible thing. But then, okay, listen to this. What would we replace that iPad with? Because when I walk down the toy aisle at the store, these new toys are garbage. They're made out of plastic, and they don't even last from one Christmas to the next. So in my opinion, you're just wasting your damn money. It's too easy. And then when that transfers over into adolescence and adulthood, they're just flat lazy. This started as soon as the iPhone came out. The very first iPhone is when this shit started, and the very first Android, and you know, the so-called smartphones, Blackberries. I remember I had a Blackberry World Edition. It was black. It was badass. Like, I want that phone back. It was sweet. Get rid of my Note 8 in a second to get that back. So that's when all this started, because now anything you want is at your fingertips. And we're Americans. We're free. This is the land of the free, for a minute anyway. Not if the fucking liberals and the left have their way. That's not what this is about, guys. I'm sorry. Forgive me. But, yeah, the iPhone came out, because I remember I graduated in 2005. I know I'm getting old, right? You guys that are older, you're gonna be like, shut up, you're just a baby, Eric. You're just a baby. You're not old. I know I'm not old. In 2005, when I graduated, I'm all over the place today, guys. Forgive me, and I'm not starting over. I'm not cutting anything out. I don't want, you know, I'm not in the mood to edit a lot right now, so. All right, I just had a phone call. You will hear that phone call in a different vlog. So, basically in 2005 when I graduated, I had a Nokia. You remember that brick? I loved it back then. You know, we played Snake. That's all we could do. We didn't, you know, when I met my wife, back when I was in high school, text messages cost 10 cents a piece. Like, you really had to like a girl to text her. Because you get started in a conversation, that son of a bitch is gonna cost you some coin. You know, but you do it anyway. Because the trouble with girls is they're a mystery. Scotty McCreery. It's a good song. Yeah, it just wasn't there. I mean, we couldn't check the weather. We couldn't do any of that stuff. It was not a smartphone. Work ethic was fine. Everybody I worked with was fine. I will tell you that I feel like my generation is the last generation that has any work ethic. I can't really talk too bad about any of my employees right now. It seems to be, we seem to be working pretty well. You know, there's some things that I've seen that needs to be changed, but you know, that's typical. But I can tell you that if I was to just go hire somebody right now that's anywhere from probably 18 to 25 years old, they're not going to work out. I've seen it happen. They just don't work out. They get there, they want to work, they intend on working, they think they can, and then they get there and you're huffing logs and you're doing all this manual labor and exerting yourself, and they're like, holy shit, it's just so much easier to sit on my phone and Snapchat girls. Here's the problem too, guys. Snapchat and Facebook and all that stuff, I have found, and this, it's so terrible, I have talked to women, the guys nowadays, pigs. All they do is they hit women up and try to hang out with them. I have some women friends that are absolutely disgusted with the amount of men that hit them up on Snapchat, on Facebook, and they send pictures that they shouldn't send when the woman didn't even ask for it. It's just absolutely insane, guys, and that is not how I roll. I just shared on my Facebook that Kane Brown song. You know what? What if I'm one of them fools that ain't playing no games? I'm not playing any games. I'm legit, you know? You guys, quit it. You're being stupid. You're never gonna find love that way. It's just, it irritates the piss out of me, because then when somebody does come along that's worth a shit to that woman, you know, he's really got to prove himself to her that he's not one of them guys, that he's not like the rest, because I see it on Facebook every single day that somebody is saying, please tell me that not all guys are the same. You know, not all guys are the same, but most of them are. There's about 6 good guys left in this world, and I'm one of them, so I don't know. That's not how I operate. That's not how I roll. That's not honorable. It's not good. It's shitty. So there's that. All of this stuff, guys. This video keeps getting better, guys. I'm actually recording another video right now, and the frickin' police called me. So one thing that you guys need to know is if you get in an accident on private property in Michigan, you do not have to file a police report. Well, guess what? The police should not even been involved in this incident. It was on private property, but I just got a call from the Cadillac City Police Department. Lost my train of thought, got a phone call. All of this stuff plays into laziness, guys. It's terrible. Nobody wants to work anymore. It's just too easy to sit at home, play on your phone, hit up women, be a pile of trash, disrespect people. It's just too easy. You know, you jump on YouTube, you come to the North Country Outdoor channel because it's lit as and I'm awesome, and you know, you become a keyboard commando in the comments trying to give me shit, which I talk about a lot. Get the hell out of here. I don't want you here. I want people here that want to be here. So I don't really think that I'm gonna, you know, that this is gonna sink in or change the issue. I'm just telling you as a business owner how I feel about employees and the turnover rate and how lazy people are and how phones get in the way. And you know what? I tells the guy, actually a couple of my guys, they do a good job. They leave their phone in the truck, and I don't get mad if they go check it every, you know, 2-3 hours. That's fine. But when you're standing around while I'm busting my ass, I own this company, and you're playing on your phone, you gone. Sorry, that's just the way it is. And I also have a zero tolerance policy for my plow truck drivers, except for my dad and my brother-in-law. But I actually don't have somebody working for me right now that's not family, which that plays into it too. Let me get to the zero tolerance thing though. If you screw me over one time, you're gone. Why? Because this is my livelihood, and if I can't get the work done, my customers aren't happy, and my customers aren't happy, I'm not happy, and if I'm not happy, you're certainly not happy because you just got fired. How do you like me now? It's zero tolerance, guys. There's no room for error, okay? None. If you want to work for me, you're gonna work. And usually what happens is people, they don't even want to run a plow truck. I hired a guy one time, and he told me that he couldn't work for me anymore because that truck didn't have a V-blade on it. I'm like, bitch, he literally told me, you need to get a V-blade on this truck. I said, you need to give me $6,500 and I'll go buy a V-blade right now. You know, it's just, why did he want a V-blade? Well, anybody that knows anything about plowing snow, straight blades suck. V-plows, wide outs, wings, it all helps from the squirting out. That didn't sound good, but the squirting out of snow, it all helps with that, okay? And he told me that, you know, I can't work for you unless you put a V-plow on this truck. Ha! Toodaloo, buckaroo, kick rocks, bitch, you're gone. And I didn't lose a minute's sleep over it, guys. When you own a company, you need to look out for yourself. North Country and Eric is #1. Employees are #2. You have to treat your employees well if they want to come back. Dad, I'm sorry, I owe you $1,000 right now. You really need to quit telling me that if you don't have it, don't pay me, hit me up later. Because that bill just keeps climbing. But you're my dad and you love me and you're being nice and I get it, I really do. But so, you know, it's so frustrating, guys. I really wish that we could fix this problem, but it's just like the opioid epidemic that's going on right now, where they're cracking down on narcotics. That's a good thing, but is that going to solve the problem? No, that's going to force these people that can't get their pills anymore, and trust me, I've been addicted to pills a couple different times, and it's not a good situation when you come off them. What are they going to do? They're going to try a different drug. They're going to go to heroin. They're going to go to cocaine. They're going to go to meth. that's my opinion. Take it or leave it. Your mileage may vary. I can't control what you do or how you feel, but I'm just telling you that when there's an epidemic out there that is trying to be controlled, we just can't do it as a country. We cannot function as a country to get anything under control. The damn government is shut down right now, guys. The government can't even get anything under control. You need to get out of your freaking fantasy land, guys. If you're living in a fantasy and you think it's freaking ponies and rainbows out there, it's not. The reality is life is a freaking bitch, and then you die. Make the best of it while you're here. Have good friends. You know, guys, I could go on and on and on and on about this stuff, but it's so far gone. Everybody has a smartphone except for my old boss at the farm. He's still got a flip phone. It's hilarious. But everybody's got a smartphone, and you're not going to be able to take these smartphones from people. It's just not going to happen. So, what do? The guys that own companies like myself are just flat screwed because you're never going to find a good employee. So then what? You hire a Mexican. So then you hire the Mexicans, and no, I'm not racist. Quit thinking I'm fucking racist. I'm not racist. I'm just saying, okay, Hispanic. So I hire a Hispanic person because one of my old friends told me he used to build ponds down in Chicago area, and he said that he could get a crew of Mexicans, Hispanics, to dig a pond faster than he could with a backhoe. Mexicans, Hispanics, whatever you want to call them. I'm not racist. Somebody's gonna roll in the comments and be like, you're a racist fucking asshole, Eric. Get out of here. Anyways, oh man, I am lit today, guys. I am lit. Mexicans want to work. They have the work ethic. You know, you pay them minimum wage, as sad as it is to say, guys, but you know what? So you're gonna be like, somebody's gonna crack on me and be like, well, you pay them minimum wage just because they're Hispanic? No, you pay them minimum wage because that's good freaking money for them, and they send it back home to their families. Well, then you got, you know, the epidemic of and yes, to me, it's an epidemic. It's a widespread of things, okay? It's a fuckery of lazy people, and that's never going to change. So then what happens? You want to hire the Hispanics. So you hire the Hispanics, and then the government, which, guys, I'm torn on this. Do I feel like people should flood the border? No, I don't. But do I feel like people that have already moved here and built a life here and been here for a while and had kids here, do I feel like they should be able to stay? Yes, I do. I do feel that way. I do feel like we need to crack down on the borders. I just don't know if Trump's going about it the right way. You know, again, mileage may vary, but so we got ourselves a problem here where people are lazy and they're trying to take the cheap labor away from us by deporting them. So it's like either way you're screwed. It's just basically like you're screwed. So what do? You hire family. What is family? I'll be straight with you guys. Family's a pain in the ass to work with. It really is. But I've talked about this before. My father, man, he can be an asshole. But so can I. And he's gonna watch this. That's the funny thing. Because he supports me in what I do. He supports my YouTube channel. He supports my business. He's a, you know, I appreciate it. He's loyal to me. You know, I'm his kid. He is here when I ask him to be here. He's never really super late. I just appreciate it. But it's also a can of worms because Dad's the one that got me into this type of work, and I just took it 100 times further, exploded it, and now, you know, it's done my way. Let's not get it twisted. We do things my way, and Dad is kind of like Dad's way or no way, my way or the highway, and if I'll say something to him, a lot of times he just gets pissed and then peels away, beats the shit out of my truck, and I'm like, cool, you know, it's gonna need freaking U-joints now because you're gonna snap them. Thanks a lot, Dad. So hiring family family is a whole nother can of worms too, guys. I mean, either way you go, it's just, I mean, unless you run the business by yourself, which you can do that too. But I don't want to hold you up for too much longer. That's all I have for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you got something out of it. If not, hopefully you enjoy the next video. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button for me, guys. Jump on the train. That would be awesome. You know, I just want to be different. I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to make a movement of people that want to be different. Yes, I know there's other people that say that on the internet, take it or leave it. You know, we use phrases every day that somebody else came up with. And one of them, and just so you know, some of the most successful YouTubers out there, ask them how they got where they're at. They copied someone else. So you know what? I copy someone else. I'm gonna end up copying someone else, which is fine, you know, because there's millions of channels on YouTube, and you're gonna run into the same content, but it's all about how it's presented. And you know, if you like that person, do you like me? Do you like Eric? You should hit the subscribe button. Come on, let's go. Hit it. Thank you. Anyways, just remember, tomorrow is a new day. Be creative and own it. You are beautiful. You are amazing. You are special. You guys inspire me every day. I freaking love you. You already know it. And I'll see you next time.